Hello and welcome to the Worst Possible Commander Show. It's me, it's CGB, and I'm here with my friends. This is Shay.
Hello.
This is Blake.
Hey.
And this is Ben.
Hello.
And we are filming our Thanksgiving episode, you guys. Yay! Thanksgiving.
Was there a turkey in here?
There's a turkey
It's
stuck
gone now.
into the game store. Unbelievable. Yeah, we are sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com, and we are sponsored by Ultimate Guard. We are thankful for our sponsors, aren't we, squad?
We are. Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you very much to the sponsors. And we're thankful for you, our audience. But what we're also thankful for are friends who do mean stuff to us in Magic the Gathering. So we intro our decks by talking about the worst possible thing that we can do to each other. Shay, who are you playing, and what's the worst possible thing?
Yeah, so today I'm playing Frodo, Adventurous Hobbit, with his pal Sam, Loyal Attendant. And so this deck is all about food synergies and sacking those food for value. And for the worst possible, I have Peregrine Took and Experimental Confectioner. And between those two cards, I'm going to make a bunch of food, make a bunch of rats, draw my deck by sacrificing some of those foods, and I'm just gonna show up to Thanksgiving with like a trench coat full of 100 rats, and it's gonna be great.
Classic part of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, it is in my house.
That sounds like a disturbing thing to happen at a Thanksgiving. Blake, what are you playing? Tell us about your deck.
So I'm playing Crick, Son of Yawgmoth. I'm playing a Black Friday themed deck. Get it, guys? Because it's mono black. Let me know if you get it.
Ta-da!
And I'm playing a mono black like sacrifice deck. So aristocrats type of stuff, I love that sort of thing. And one of my combos is if I have Phyrexian Altar, Blood Artist, and Gravecrawler out, I can and any other zombie in my deck, I can basically play infinite Gravecrawlers, sack them to Phyrexian Altar, and just drain you guys infinitely. If I have enough life, I could potentially do it with Crick. But that costs a lot of life, so we're gonna go with Phyrexian Altar.
I see what you're doing there. You get the good deals on mana cost from Crick, but you have to wake up early for it, so you lose 2 life.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah, well played.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Also, you said that that's the worst possible. I think that's the best possible, because the worst possible is just you taking a turn where you don't have to pay mana for anything. So you're just going and going
That sounds
and
like
going
a
and going.
great turn to me. There's an Aetherflux Reservoir. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, Ben. Ben, how you doing, Ben?
I'm great. I'm here with my family.
Yeah? Tell me about
Family
tell me
of
about
friends.
family. Tell me about family.
I'm playing Ginny Faye Jetmir's second. We got family over here, and I got, for my worst possible, I have token doublers or triplers actually. Parallel Lives, Mondrak, Doubling Season, Ojer Tak, Deepest Foundation. And we're just making more tokens to create more family, bolster my family so they can attack, other families. But they're grateful for it.
Can you give me a little Vin Diesel? It's all about family. From Fast and the Furious. You know this one?
It's all about the family.
That's more Godfather, but I appreciate it.
We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, I am actually playing a very interesting deck that's hard to relate to Thanksgiving, but guys, you smell that?
Yeah.
I think the turkey's burning.
Get in there.
Yeah, you gotta save it. Whoa, hey Gina.
Gina?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So CGB was just about to tell us about his deck, but then he said something about the turkey burning and...
Yeah, CGB belongs in the kitchen, and so that's where he is. And I'm going to be playing Magic now, just as it should be. My deck is really related to Thanksgiving. I'm going to tell you a story about why my deck is the best Thanksgiving deck. It's because it's about love and traveling through time and space, because I have the 10th Doctor and Rose Tyler as my commanders. Thanksgiving, it's a holiday about love, it's about connection, it's about chosen family. These two chose each And so, given all of that, my worst possible is quality time with all of you in a way of creating lots of extra turns so that we can spend this time together as a family with love and space and time travel.
I want a new family.
Well,
That was a great story. It had a really really good hook, beginning, middle, and end, honestly.
Yeah. You lost me a little bit at the end there with like the infinite turns being quality time, but
Yeah.
Oh, no. You're going to love it. It's like when your mom just keeps bringing out extra pies from the kitchen. And you're like, I'm not sure what's going on, but each one's a different flavor. And I have to create more space for it.
Okay.
And time.
I can get on board with
Space
that.
and time.
As they travel from the kitchen.
Yes.
Well, that's
With love.
With love, of course.
Mom made it with love.
With love. Well, that sounds pretty amazing and scary, and we will see how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, what do you say, guys? Should we jump right in?
Thank you.
Let the nonsense
Let's
begin.
begin.
And we're back. Shay, you won the die roll, so go first.
Sounds good. I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna play the Caves of Koilos, and then I'm gonna tap that for a Witch's Oven. Then I'll pass the turn.
All right. Draw a card. I will play Malakir Meyer and pass the turn.
Alright, I'll draw for turn. Play a Wooded Foothills, and I'll sack and crack that. Okay, got a Jetmir's Garden, that'll under tap. Go ahead, Gina.
All right, draw. I'm going to put down a Plains and tap it. And I'm going to show Lorien Revealed so that I might island cycle.
Ooh.
I grabbed a Rogren Triumph that's going into my hand, and I pass the turn.
Perfect. Untap. Draw. All right, I'm gonna play an Exotic Orchard as my land for turn. I'm gonna tap it for green. And I'm gonna cast Farseek. Search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. All right, so with the Farseek, I grabbed an Indantha Triome, which will enter tapped. Then I'm gonna pass to Blake.
All right. Gonna untap. I'll draw for turn. I'll play Swamp, and I'm just gonna cast an Arcane Signet. Just how Richard Garfield intended it. All right, pass the turn.
Okay, I'll untap, draw for a turn. Play a Forest. I'll tap 2 for a Gala Greeters. Go ahead, Gina.
Untap, draw. I'm going to play the land I grabbed last turn. And then I'm going to tap a Plains for a Mana Vault. And pass.
Seems good. I'll untap, draw. Okay, I'm gonna play a Deathcap Glade as my land for turn. Then I'll do a green and a white for Samwise Gamgee. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, create a food token, sacrifice 3 foods, restore a card from graveyard to your hand. Okay. Then I'm gonna pay 2 for a Prosperous Innkeeper. So when he enters the battlefield, I'll create a treasure token, and then I also have a trigger here from Samwise. So I'll make a food token as well. Okay, so I've got a treasure and a food, and then I'm gonna pass the turn to Blake.
I will untap. I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna play Urborg, so everybody has swamps now.
Heck
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to use all those swamps.
You're welcome to them. I'm gonna play a Dothy Voidwalker. And then I'm going to tap my Mire to play a Greedy Freebooter. And I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay, I'll untap, draw for turn. I'll play a Plateau. And I'll tap 2 for an Impact Tremors. Your turn, Gina.
All right, untap, draw. All right, I'm gonna play an island, and then I'm gonna tap my Plains, my Roggen Triumph, and my Mana Vault for David Tennant, 10th Doctor, Alonzi.
Woo.
Pass the turn.
Nice.
I liked that song that you sang there a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you tell us a nice long story, you can sing it to us, and it'll be great. It'll be like a bedtime little.
Lullaby.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I'm gonna untap, draw for turn. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is pay 3 to cast my commander. Well, one of them, Sam, Loyal Attendant.
We got the double Sam action.
I know, yeah, Sam squared. So when he enters, I will make a food token from the other Sam, and then I'll gain a life from the innkeeper. All right, then I'm gonna play an Overgrown Tomb. It's gonna enter tapped, not gonna shotgun it. But I'll tap my Triome and sack a treasure to cast Frodo, Adventurous Hobbit. And so when he enters, I'm gonna make another food, and I will gain a life from the innkeeper. Okay, I'm gonna move to combat, and when I do, because of Sam, I'm gonna make another food token. Wow.
Shay, you can't eat too much right away. Like, you're gonna overstuff yourself.
You gotta pace yourself.
Yeah.
I'll be fine, all right, and then I'm going to attack Ben with Samwise. That's a 2-2 coming at you, Ben.
2-2. Okay, I'll take it.
The first punch is thrown
Oh,
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
By the rat girl.
What is Thanksgiving if not fighting with your family?
True. Take that one to heart.
Perfect, I'm gonna pass to Blake.
All right, at the end of your turn, I'm going to tap Arcane Signet for a black. I'm going to cast Village Rites, sacrificing my greedy freebooter. So I'm going to make a treasure, scry one, then draw 2 cards. And then I'll go to my turn. Alrighty. I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to tap 5 and sacrifice my treasure. And I'm going to play Infernal Sovereign. So this is a 6/6 flying trample. It says skip your draw step. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, you draw a card and lose a life.
So this is the person that flies over the line and cuts in front of everybody else.
Exactly. And
all coming together.
And this is what they're actually all really going for, is the Jeweled Lotus. So I'm going to cast a Jeweled Lotus. This will trigger Infernal Sovereign. I'll draw a card and lose a life.
You did get up early.
I did. I'm going to move to combat. Shay, you're looking a little high on life right there. So I'm going to attack you for 3 shadow, so you cannot block it.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Ruthless. Okay, I'll take 3.
All right, I'm going to pass to Ben.
Okay, I'll untap. Draw for a turn. Play a forest for a turn. I'll tap 4 for a Smothering Tithe. Everybody loves it.
Just want to go on the record and say nobody loves it.
Well, I want to read this. Oh, how I love gold. I'd eat and breathe it if I could. Your turn, Gina. I'm done.
All right, untap my lands, draw a card.
Are you going to pay 2 for drawing that card, Gina?
I will not.
Okay, I'll make a treasure.
So what family member is the one that's always asking if you're paying and taking your money? Like, which one's this one?
This is the one that throws guilt on everyone, right?
What are you grateful for?
Like, oh, I gave you something, but heap of guilt.
Really
Better
good
give
at
me some of
sighing.
that turkey. I ate all my
Speaking of
turkey. I
which-
want some of yours.
Speaking of which, I hope CGB's good with the turkey. Like, he's been in there for a while.
Yeah.
Do you think he is also burned with the turkey?
Hope not.
I'm sure he's fine.
He's fine. It's fine.
So good at cooking.
Honestly, you can take
blue
it.
mana. It needs more blue mana.
He's shoving blue mana into the turkey.
Is that stuffing?
I will take a damage for my mana vaults. I am going to tap 2 to bring out my good friend, Rose Tyler, my companion in the love part of the theme. I feel like I want to attack,
Okay, that's fair.
but before I do that, there's something I gotta take care of. I'm gonna pay 1 to suspend your demon who's cutting the line.
You put him in mall jail?
Mall jail.
All right. To mall jail with you.
And while your demon's in mall jail, I will attack you with the 10th Doctor. Elonzi.
Just so you know, your suspend got exiled under my Doffy Voidwalker. So if you want to hand that over to me, maybe could be some return fire, and the mall jail will be full.
I have an attack trigger where I get to exile cards from the top of my library. Bloop. I got Out of Time. So Out of Time is going to hang out in this timey-wimey zone with a suspend counter on it. Now you're going to take damage.
Oh, you know what? No bonks.
Yay, I love that for me. And so with love, I will pass the turn.
Aw,
Nice, thanks.
that's very sweet.
Okay, I'll untap.
You going to pay for that draw, Shay?
That's you when you ask about tax cards.
Yep.
Get off my back, Mom.
Yeah.
What's that, Jay?
I'm not gonna pay. Go for it.
It's my Thanksgiving too.
All right, I'm gonna start by paying 1 to cast Soul Ring.
Oh.
Right, then I'm going to pay 3 for my dear friend, Experimental Confectioner. It's the rat guy.
Yeah.
The guy that makes the rats.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is ruined.
Yes. So when he enters, I've got a few triggers. The first is I'll create a food token from Samwise. More food. I'll gain a life from the innkeeper. And then also, I'll create a food token from the confectioner himself.
Shay, someone's gonna have to eat this food at some point.
You know what? You're exactly right. You are exactly right. So I'm gonna spend just one because activated abilities of foods you control cost one less to activate. So I'm gonna pay one and sacrifice this food and gain 3 life. So I'm gonna gain 3 life, and then also when I sacrifice that food, I'll make a rat.
Oh, great. The first guest.
The first guest. And then when the rat enters, I will gain a life from the innkeeper. Okay, I'm gonna move to combat, and at the beginning of combat, I will make a food token from Sam. Okay, and then I'm going to attack Blake with Frodo, who has vigilance. I'm going to attack Blake with Frodo, Samwise, and the innkeeper. And then I'm going to attack Ben with the other Sam.
Boys, what are you going to do against the hungry hobbits?
Nice.
Well, so on attack, I have a Frodo trigger here. So when he attacks, if you gained 3 or more life this turn, which I have, the ring tempts me. So the ring is going to tempt me, and I'm going to make Frodo the ring bearer.
All right. Get your card out of my playmat.
Oh, sorry. Okay, now I think we're moving on to blocks.
All right. No blocks.
I will not block.
Okay, so post-combat, I am going to pay 2 to sacrifice 2 food, gaining 6 life and making 2 rats. So that'll be 3 rats total. And then when those 2 rats enter the battlefield, I'm going to gain 2 more life from the innkeeper. Whew. Whew. That was a lot of food. I'm feeling stuffed. Go. Go ahead, Blake.
Okay. All right, I'm going to untap some stuff. I will remove a time counter from my Infernal Sovereign, and I'll draw a card.
Can pay 2 for that.
God grant me the serenity to accept things. Yeah, that's fine. You make your treasure.
Woo!
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 5 mana, and I'm going to play Throne of Eldraine. So as this enters the battlefield, I choose a color, add 4 mana of the I'll choose black. Add 4 mana of the chosen color, spend this mana only to cast non-mono-colored spells of that color, and I can also use it to draw some cards. I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to attack Shay, because she's got a lot of HP. 3 unblockable.
Okay, I will not block the unblockable.
Nice. That's a good play. All right, I'm going to pass the turn to Ben.
I'll untap, draw for turn, play a forest for turn. Guys, I think it's time. We're gonna expand I'm gonna expand my family and play Gina Faye.
Nice.
That was a weird one.
Expand
Do
your
you call
family.
her Gina Faye because I like that card so much?
Yeah.
When Gina Faye enters, Impact Tremors will do 1 damage to each of you. And I will choose to put a 1/1 counter on Gala Greeters. Alright, so with my Gala Greeters trigger, I will make a tapped treasure token, but with Ginny Faye, I will make a tapped dog token instead. And when he enters, I will put a 1/1 counter on Gala Greeters. And you will all take 1 damage from Impact Tremors.
Ow.
Ouchie.
Down to 37.
Now I'll tap 2 and sacrifice 2 treasures to play Jetmir, Nexus of Rebels.
Oh, snap.
Oh my,
Now it's a party.
yeah. Now Gala Greeters will trigger and I'll gain 2 life. And you will all take 1 damage from Impact Tremors.
Jetmir, how could you?
I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm still gathering the family.
No, yeah.
Well, it's nice of you to adopt that dog.
Yes, thanks. Go ahead, Gina.
I will untap and take 1 damage from my mana vault and draw. Oh, also, I will take 1 counter off of Out of Time.
Gina, are you gonna pay for that smothering time?
I'm not.
Okay. But instead of making my treasure, I'll make a dog from Ginny Faye.
How nice for you.
Yeah, which will come in untapped, triggering impact tremors. You will take 1 damage.
Yep.
And it will also trigger Gala Greeters to create a tapped treasure token. But I'll also make a dog from that, which will come in tapped.
And another damage?
And another damage for you all.
And another Gala Greeter.
Another Gala Greeter to make him bigger. Go ahead with your turn.
So people carpool to your Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I guess so.
I just find it really rewarding when people adopt dogs and bring them into their family. So I'm so happy I was able to do this for you, Ben.
Thank you, really.
Oh, look at all the
I got more
things going on.
dogs.
Wow.
I have a land and it's a Trenzalore clock tower. Pew, pew, pew. I'm going to pay 2 to suspend rousing refrain. Don't worry about it until I use it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm convinced. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And because I used the clock tower, I will put a time counter on it.
Okay.
I'm going to go to combat. Pew, pew.
Okay. Well, Gina, you got
Yes?
2 choices. You can either not attack me or I'll kill your commander.
Wow.
Because I've taken enough commander.
These are the threats that take place at Thanksgiving.
It's an ultimatum.
You don't want to go to Thanksgiving with me. I make it have fun.
So, with that lovely ultimatum on the dinner table, because my board is very small, I would like Rose not to be lonely.
That's fair.
So I will be swinging at Shay with the 10th Doctor and Rose Tyler. And when I attack, I have triggers. The first will be the 10th Doctor's trigger. I will be suspending Teferi, Master of Time, highly appropriate.
Wow.
So it'll just be over here in the timey-wimey zone. And Rose will get bigger because of the time counters that exist. Rose will get 4 time counters. She's now a 6/6. She went to the gym and got strong.
She did.
She's buff. Okay, so that's 9 total damage if I don't block.
That is true.
Mmm.
But you have all that food.
I don't
How
have a lot
much?
of food.
How bad could it be?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm not gonna block. I'll take 9.
All right, you'll just bulk up on your next turn anyway.
Yeah, getting below 40 is basically like making more room to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And how would you do that, Blake?
Get punched, I guess. I don't know.
All right, that was all the fun that I could have on that turn, so I will pass to Shay.
Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna untap. That's all my things, and I'll draw for turn.
You gonna pay for that, Shay?
Oh my gosh, so much happens if I don't pay for this. But I'm not going to.
Okay, I'll do that whole sequence again, making a tapped dog, an untapped dog, and you guys taking a tremor damage, and Gala Greeters going up 1 more counter.
I like it way better that way.
And just so you guys know, because of Jetmir, all my creatures get +3/+0, and vigilance, and trample, and double strike.
Yeah.
Good to know. Uh-huh.
Very scary.
Watch out.
Very scary.
We're watching.
Okay. All right, I'm going to pay 3 to cast Tireless Tracker. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, investigate. And whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a 1/1 counter on Tireless Tracker. So when he enters, I've got a couple triggers. From Samwise, I will make a food, and I'll gain a life from the innkeeper. All right, then I'm gonna pay 3 for Kodama's Reach. All right, so with the Kodama's Reach, I grabbed a forest and a plains. I'm gonna have the forest enter tapped. The plains will go to hand. Kodama's Reach is gonna get exiled.
Thank you.
Yes, and then when my forest enters the battlefield, I've got a Tireless Tracker trigger, and I will investigate, making a clue. All right, then I'm gonna play a plains as my land for turn, and that's gonna be another Tireless Tracker trigger. Moving to combat, I will make a food with Sam. And then right away, I'm gonna pay 1 to sacrifice that food, gaining 3 life. And when I sacrifice that food, I'm gonna make a rat. All right, there's my new rat buddy. When he enters, I'm gonna get a trigger from the innkeeper, gaining a life. Okay, so I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing at you with everything.
Oh,
everything I
Jesus.
got.
Okay.
Okay, so when I attack, Frodo here is gonna give me a trigger. The ring's gonna tempt me for the second time this game, so we'll draw a card.
Are you gonna pay 2 for that with my smothering time?
No.
Oh yeah. I'll make another dog. And I'll gain 2 life from the Gal Greeters. And you'll take 1 from impact tremors, guys.
Down to 30.
All right, Shay. Okay, Shay. Shay, okay. I will tap my throne, and I'm going to float a black, spending 3 of it to dismember, paying no life, your experimental concoctioner guy.
Okay.
You brought this on yourself.
Okay. And that's gonna go under your Dothy.
Sure is. Thank you. Maybe I could go in for that.
I think we're moving
3,
through
yeah.
the blocks here.
Yeah, no blocks. All right, I'll take 9.
Okay, that's my turn. Over to you.
All right, I'm gonna untap all of my stuff and my things. My upkeep Infernal Sovereign will return with haste to the battlefield. Welcome back, buddy. I will then skip my draw step. I'm gonna spend 8 mana. And I am going to play Decree of Pain. So this is going to, first off, it destroys all creatures. They can't be regenerated, and I draw a card for each creature destroyed this way.
Whoa.
Wow.
This will trigger my Infernal Sovereign. I'm going to draw a card and lose a life. Yay.
Are you gonna pay 2 for that, like that draw?
No, you're good.
And I'll get 1 treasure from that draw.
Cool, and I would like to respond to your Decree of Pain. Okay, so I'm gonna respond to your Decree of Pain with the Witch's Oven. I'm gonna tap it, sacrifice a rat, and that will make a food token.
The Decree of Pain is my favorite part of Thanksgiving, generally. All right, well, if no one has any responses, all the creatures will die, and I'll draw a card for each one. I'm going to draw 21 cards, and honestly, this is a Thanksgiving miracle, because I am so thankful to draw 21 cards in one turn. So I'm going to take a look at them.
You know what I'm more thankful for,
Tell me.
Blake?
Tell me.
Is those possibly 21 treasures you'll get. Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
Bro, I'm not paying for them.
You can't, in
All
fact.
you, buddy. All right, I'm gonna play a swamp for turn. I got a land off of it, so that's good. All right, I'm gonna cast Crick, paying 4 life and 5 mana. All right, I'm gonna pay 2 life, and I'm going to cast a Dark Ritual. So I have now 3 black mana in my mana pool, and Crick will get a +1/+1 counter for each black spell I cast. Alrighty, well I am going to start casting some spells.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 1 black mana and 2 life, and I'm going to play a Orcish Bowmasters. I will have that do 1 damage to Shay's face, and I will get a 1/1 army. I'm going to spend my 2 black mana for a Bloodghast. I also will get a crit counter for Bloodghast. And then unfortunately, I really can't do anything else because of all the life that I've lost this game.
Oh, so sad.
It is pretty sad. So I'm unfortunately going to move to my end step and discard a bunch of stuff. All right, and then I will pass it to Ben.
All right, I'll untap, draw for a turn. I'll sacrifice 5 treasures, going down to 18 to cast my commander. Ginny Faye. You guys will all take 1 damage from that. From impact tremor. Here, Blake. You're taking pain. I'll take pain. I'll shotgun in this
Nice.
temple garden. There you go. You feel a little better.
A little bit.
Sacrifice 7 more treasures,
Wow.
going down to 11, and I'm gonna play Galta and Maverin.
Oh, jeez.
So big.
I'll tap 6 lands and play Ojer Tak Deepest Foundation. It's a 6/6 with vigilance, and it triples tokens.
And that's 2 damage total from impact tremor.
Yes,
then?
it is. Yes, from the Galta and
Down to 27 for me.
Okay.
and I'll pay 4 more treasures, going down to 7 treasures.
No, please.
To play Nesting Dovehawk, which is a 2/2 bird. It is flying. At the beginning of my combat, I populate. Whenever a creature token enters the battlefield under my control, I put a 1/1 counter on nesting Dovehawk. You guys take one more from impact tremors.
Oh, jeez.
How you feeling, Blake?
I am really tired from Black Friday shopping. I'm exhausted.
Alright, I'll go to combat.
All right. Well, because your dude's going to kill me with Populate, should I let you do that, I'm going to be forced to Deadly Rollick your nesting dove beak.
Dovehawk.
Hawk.
Okay, that gets exiled.
Stop trying to kill me, dude.
Ben, what would have happened if you had gotten to populate?
A lot. I would have, instead of making a treasure, I would have made a cat, which would have made 3 cats, which would have attacked. When I attacked, I would have chosen vampires from Galta and Mavrin, making...
But you wouldn't
A
make
lot.
vampires, right? Because it would make more cats?
Yeah. Which would be 3 times as much. It's so much.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Go ahead, Gina.
I'm going to untap.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take 1 damage from my mana vault, and I'm going to tick down my time counters. And then I'm going to draw a card.
You gonna pay 2 for that? Wow, this is like sassy way
Why?
to say it.
Paying 2 for that? Oh no! I killed the wrong creature with Deadly Rollick! You guys can make fun of me in the comments. That's embarrassing. Watch what happens. Gina, would you like to pay?
No.
Okay.
Instead of making a treasure,
I love cats and dogs.
I'll
Show me
make
what
a
you got, Ben.
dog.
Oh.
A dog will enter, but he will not be alone. He'll have 3 of them.
Oh, how nice.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
3-headed dog.
So 3 impact tremors damage, guys.
I'll take that gladly.
Ooh.
Oh,
Like, is that
I'm
only
gonna
2?
leave mine on the stack for a second here. I'd like to be thankful for the next 20 seconds while I'm still alive. I'm not thankful for my poor decision on the Deadly Rollick, but I am thankful that I'm with my friends.
yes.
I believe that.
I mean, you prevented damage that turn, right?
All right, I die. Oh, you guys can rip me apart in the comments.
R.I.P. Blake.
It was nice knowing you guys.
I'm just gonna suspend another card to the timey-wimey zone. Ecstatic Beauty. Boop. You know, I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna enjoy the time that we all have together here at this table.
Me too.
Go ahead, Shay.
Well, you have no choice, but...
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna untap. Draw.
Shay,
I probably should.
really? It'll be the first time. It'll be the first time this whole game someone's paid
My
for.
only hesitation is, do I need the mana to eat all this food? Ben, not this time. I'm gonna pay.
Whoa. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna pay 2 to cast Galagreeters. Whoa.
Hello, friend.
Whoa. Then I'm gonna pay 5. I'm gonna pay 5 to cast Sam, Loyal Attendant. So when he enters, I've got a Galagreeters trigger. I think. I think I'm gonna gain 2 life. And then I will move to combat, and when I do, I'll make a food token with Sam. Nothing I can do in combat by way of attacking, so I'm just gonna move to my end step, pass the turn to Ben.
Okay. I'll untap. Draw for a turn. So Gina, I don't want all my creatures taken away.
Ben, for your consideration, I allowed you to have those creatures. Those dogs. I helped you adopt those dogs.
Everyone did, really. But
We all work together.
yeah, it was a team effort.
yeah.
Except I got him.
Remember when Blake died and I helped you kill Blake?
It did, yeah.
I
do
feel like
recall.
we have something here at the dinner table.
Someone's got to be last to eat, though.
But
And
we're
I
having
usually
so
eat a
much fun
lot.
spending time together, quality time.
You're sending Gina to the kids' table with me. That's what's
I
going on.
am, yeah, I am. We move to combat. I'm gonna swing Galta and the dogs at Shay and Tajir, Ojer Tak, and Ginny Faye at Gina.
Okay, so you get an attack trigger from Galta.
Get an attack trigger from Galta, creating 5 vampires, but I'll make them dogs instead. And I get triple that many. So I have 15, summoning 6 dogs.
That's a lot of dogs.
A lot of dogs.
That is a lot of dogs.
And that
I was gonna say.
is 15 impact tremor damage, guys.
Good thing I was dead for this, guys, you know?
So I'll be taking 15 plus 9 damage. I'm done.
And on top of your 15, Shay, that is 3 ones and a 12 with trample.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So if I'm blocking here, then the Gallagreators will die. Sam will live, I believe.
Yep, Sam will win. And I'll lose 1 dog.
2 dogs. There are 3 ones,
I'll
right?
lose 2 dogs.
And I'll take 15.
Well, Shay?
Shay, you've done it with 1 life before.
Yeah, that's true.
And unfortunately, this is not a creature, so go ahead.
Darn.
You know, at the end of a Thanksgiving dinner, you get really sleepy. So I will be taking a nap on my board now. But I went out in the best way possible, cuddling with lots of dogs from my own deck.
All right, here we go. Gonna untap, draw.
Can I ask this time?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thanksgiving, you. Hey, do you want to pay 2 for that?
I definitely should pay 2 for that.
It's a good choice.
Okay.
Good play, good play.
Fine.
Okay. Well, Ben, as much as I would love to say that the card I drew was a bomb that could blow up your board, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And so, since bare minimum, you're gonna rain cats and dogs on your turn, and with an impact tremors on the battlefield, I think I'm gonna cut my losses here and concede.
Take your L with the 1 life.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Exactly.
fair. Thank you, Shay.
Yes. GG's.
Good job,
Wow.
Ben, with the
Holy
win,
cow.
with all the tokens. Good job, Ben.
Thank you.
All right.
That's a big family.
I'm grateful for winning.
All right, let's get our cards of the game. All right, we're back with our Cool Stuff Inc. cards of the game. The card I am most thankful for on this holiday is Ginny Faye, Jetmir's second.
My commander?
Yeah, because she's one of my favorite commanders. I got to see a lot of cats and dogs show up, and through Ginny Faye, I got to help kill Blake. So I felt like I really did something here today.
I'm happy for you,
It made me
Gina.
feel really involved in the game.
I'm very happy for you.
I think the evil is spilling over from CGB to you, Gina.
It's
What are you
osmosis.
talking about? Wholesome cats and dogs. That's what I'm all about. Shay, what card are you most thankful for?
Yeah, so the card I am most thankful for is Experimental Confectioner. It was so fun making all those rats, bringing them to Thanksgiving dinner. Just really good value with
Wait,
food.
I thought that was concoctioner. That's confection. He's making desserts out of rats?
Yeah. Well, no, it's maybe like, like a ratatouille
I
vibe.
don't want.
Desserts are an important part of Thanksgiving.
Watch out for
They
the
are.
desserts that Shay brings. So apparently.
Blake, what was your card of the game / the card that you were most thankful for?
All right, well, honorable mention to my least thankful card of this game, which is Impact Tremors. I didn't play the best around it, but I also took a lot of damage from it. So, Ben, fair enough. But the card I'm most thankful for was Decree of Pain. To draw 21 cards in 1 turn. I'll never be the same. Oh, it's going to be great.
Wow.
So, that's the card I'm most thankful for. Ben, what are you most thankful for? The winner of this game, Ben, in case you weren't sure.
Ironically, I'm thankful for a 7 deadly sin, which is greed, smothering tide. Get all those treasures.
Yeah, that card did a lot of work for you this game.
It not only made treasures, but when I got Ginny Faye out, she made more dogs and cats, and oh my gosh.
It was great.
Well, I'm so glad we got to spend this quality time together on a holiday. And we are thankful to our sponsors, Ultimate Guard and Cool Stuff Inc. And we're most thankful to our fans. Thank you. We couldn't do this show without you. And we're so happy that you're spending the quality time with us. So I hope you enjoy your holiday this year. I need to go check on CGB because it's been a really long time, and I'm sure that the turkey is destroyed.
I smell smoke. Like,
Yeah.
So, from all of us here at Worst Possible Commander Show, thank you, and
You're cool.